Good morning, BAME farm fans. It's Friday, December 20th. Yeah, I know, we went about a month without much action, but it's frozen. We're gonna go ear pick. But first, we have a little cold start. Let's see if the 10 can do it. Let's watch that smoke fly. Oh, look at the sky this morning. Yeah, exhaust, okay. It's got a little fuel, shove in the clutch, turn the key, no heat, no ether. Crankety, crankety, cranky. Oh yeah. That's why I love this old tractor. Always starts on the first try when it's cold, no matter how cold. Well, now that we made that smoke, time to take those 3 wagons back there to the field and add to what I got picked yesterday, and hopefully the sun doesn't kill our frost too quickly. Well, the picker is hooked to the tractor, there's a wagon behind the picker, and we're ready to roll. Anybody see anything different? Yeah, I did take that shield off. I was getting mud behind it. While it's frozen, there's no mud, which is great. But it was just good for getting mud caught right here. So I figured open it up. If I'm getting that close to my next row, I'll run it over anyways, whether or not I have a shield. Oh, and do we see any shiny, fresh paint up there? Yeah, I went ahead. I got a wagon, the elevator extension. Why do we do that? Well, let's take a closer look inside. Anything look different? Oh, there's more new green paint and rubber paddles instead of the metal that were original. There's some black paint on that chain. That must be new, isn't it? Yes. Part of what happened while there was a bit of a hiatus from videos is I put a new elevator chain in this thing. And we went ahead and put the wagon elevator extension on. Thank you to JD Huskers for all the parts. It was fantastic. So pretty much the elevator is very new. Put new bearings in down here. That's probably why I had issues with the chain being destroyed, is that the bearing on the other side went out. And JD Huskers were nice enough to throw this shaft in, because I had to literally destroy it to get everything apart. Yes, and to get this back in, this bearing, I had to freeze it and heat the housing, because even though this is a self-aligning bearing, it's a tight fit. So yes, I had to cut. No, I can't see it, but it was a lot of destruction, lots of cutting torch. I got tired of shooting video in a dark barn. So we're ready to roll. We got, well, the old combine. The new one's set up for beans. So Dad brought it over just to open some fields up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 wagons filled yesterday. I've got 3 more. We're gonna get them full, have some fun harvesting while it's froze. Yeah, we're not harvesting beans because there's snow on the ground. That's not helpful to life. Beans and snow don't mix. Corn and snow get along after a while. So let's stop talking and see some action. Now this is my view. This is my view of the picker. Of course, I'm whipping my head back and forth, looking forward, watching what's happening, trying to keep this ship going straight down the roads. We are in low 3 with the TA pulled back. I've done it in 3rd direct. That's speedy. That's very speedy. So someone's gonna ask, yes, we saw the old combine, and I briefly explained that the new combine is set up for beans and waiting on that whenever the snow melts. We had enough freeze so we could make this happen in 2-wheel drive. Dad's just out here opening up fields for me to ear pick. Corn's still standing pretty good, despite all that wind we had right before Thanksgiving. It was very windy. There was one field that I had picked right before Thanksgiving, and the wind did take its toll on it. mean, I picked half of it and it was down in the bottom and I thought it would have been safe. But nope, somehow the wind snuck down into the valley between all the trees over the hill and managed to knock it down. Like, it seems almost impossible how it fell down because of where it's situated. So we're picking right on along. I think we're gonna end up with an odd number of rows here. But this will be about half the field that we've got done once this section is split into 3 sections. That way I'm not deadheading it across the headland too much. Hay extra driving. It's a lot faster than the 1-row Ford. But I could have bought 10 of those Ford pickers at least for how much money I have wrapped up in this machine. I bought it for $3,000 and I put about that much in parts in it, between rebuilding the husking bed, the parts for the corn head, and then putting the wagon elevator in. So we got a quick stop and let the elevator unload. I got the wagon elevator extension just for filling the back of the wagon better, because I can fill the front with it shorter. I don't need it for the taller wagons. What's really helped is those really tall 1020 truck tires. Those have made all the difference for being able to fill taller wagons. I would highly recommend that. Those short tires from the factory were stupid. Oh, let's see if we can make this turn. It's really annoying because it gets tight. I was picking where I was making left-hand turns and driving across the pick space versus driving across the headland of unpicked rows. But then that drive gets so far, so we go the other way. I can fill a wagon in less than an hour now. It used to take me almost 2 doing it 1 row at a time. And I'm going slower, just trying to give it a chance to clean it better. I could go in 3 direct and just be bebopping along. This variety that we're picking is a bit of a tough husker, but it doesn't butt shell. So that's why I'm going slower, just trying to let it clean it. This is the 112-day variety. I picked some of the 102-day I planted. Oh, that stuff comes out clean. Nice and clean. Any other details? Yep, we went through a lot of rain. That was annoying. A little bit of snow. We got a good week of sunshine coming up, but of course, you know it's Christmas. So we're gonna stop, pretend like we have a life, see family, friends, spend some time with Alexis and her family, not farm, have a life besides driving tractors and looking at cows. And that will drive harvest into January. But the crops will be here, and if they're not, we've had wildlife, and we'll be okay. The time, it's more important to spend that family time. Oh crap, what did we plug? Well, great. Let's see what we broke. Shut it off. Oh, joy. That's not supposed to happen. We still have chains in place. That chain is still in place. Which, this chain would obviously have to be in place because it drives the feeder house. Husking bed's still hooked up. Man, this is a mess. I've done this before. Thought I was moving way faster. These guys were still connected. And if we lift up the door here, what did we break? I'm running out of ideas unless we just straight out plugged it. Got too much stock coming in. It's better when it's moist because it should husk it better. Stocks might be a little tough. Okay, access door. Well, we're good to there. Next access door to see what's not spinning. Judging by the inability to turn the brushes, okay, those are still connected to something. Guess I just ran too much material through. Oh, this is gonna be a fun bit to undo. Well, this will be painful. I'll see you guys after I... Stupid John Deere. Ugh. Well, I got the jam cleared. Maybe I just had too much stock coming in. Everything's turning. The air is blowing. It's all connected. Guess we can start putting the shields back. Watch your fingers. That doesn't need a shield. And just the mess that it threw back out of the feeder house. So if anybody wondered what the inside of one of these looks like, I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe just a little bit of dampness issues and I was taking a whole bunch of stock. Okay, time to put shields down and roll. Filled all the wagons that I have empty at the field. It's a fantastic moment. The sun is out, it's warm in here because of solar radiation through the glass. Hey, we put the doors on. Lovely. So I'm going to try to figure out how to get a bunch of these wagons home. Probably empty a couple into some silage wagons. And hopefully can be back at it by tomorrow. Hopefully it still froze. It's not quite dicey yet. It could be quickly. Maybe the corn is shielding the ground from getting too much solar radiation and melting the frost. It's not too soft. There's still big chunks of frozen stuff holding us up. So we're doing pretty good. We've got 7 wagons full of ear corn out of this field and then shelled almost a gravity wagon load. And there's still corn left, and this field is just under 10 acres. And this was a wet spot, and the corn looks really bad. So we're gonna focus on the stuff behind me that looks better. The picker doesn't look better, it's functioning. I don't know why it plugged. I never figured out why it plugged, we just kept going after the clear. Well, it's time to hit the road. Got all the wagons full, we got hooked up. Need to get out of here so we can empty some wagons. And what are we doing with empty? Oh, those wagons aren't empty. Those wagons are full. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, and a tractor. And that leaves us 3 full ones to come back and get. Figure I'd go for more the first time, right? See if we can brake first. This will be a nice long wagon train. Everybody enjoy that out the window. We're only gonna have one problem getting out of here, and that's gonna be right at the road. We'll pull out slow, take our of time in third gear. Woo! There's some weight. If you'll pull the tractor sideways, of course I did this in the field where we're starting to lose our frost. It's getting a little soft. Let's look at that wagon train. Isn't all that ear corn just gorgeous? Some of it's a little trashy. It's the variety. But we'll get it all home. Got our ear corn picker harvest done some way or another. It's a good thing. We got all the wagons full and there's still corn to go. More corn's good corn. Hopefully don't struggle too much to get it out. Yeah, it's right up here. This left-hand side of the driveway just falls off. We're gonna have to watch that as we go out. What I'm talking about is right behind those weeds. See that? So we're gonna shade way over here to these bushes. Anybody coming? Nope. Good, we can steer over the hill. Hey, we got more corn down there to harvest. Make this turn nice and wide. Because coming in, we were empty, but I did drop a wagon down in that hole there, but we were empty. We're looking pretty good. Hopefully nobody's coming, too bad. It's a back road. Oh yeah, we're not gonna fall in the hole. Well, I'll catch you guys on the way home. Maybe I'll show you the giant hill. We've seen it before. It's the hill I pulled with the 14 pulling round bales. That was a monumental task. 4 wagons of ear corn is gonna be easier. I'll probably keep it in 6th gear, nice and slow, and claw our way up the hill. Well, it seems we're home all in one piece, all 4 wagons, all filled with corn. Well, this has been a fun farming video, and we'll catch you guys next time with more fun farming action, or mishaps.